Okay, exercise 2.2 problem 16. Let's read the problem. A person has deposited 25,000 in an investment which yields 14% simple interest annually. Do these amounts, principal plus interest, form an AP? If so, determine the amount of investment after 20 years. Okay, so let's mark what is given here. The principal is depositing is 25,000, the interest rate is 14%. The amount, which is principal plus interest, does it form an AP? That's a question, and you're asked to find after 20 years. Okay, we have to find the amount after 20 years. It's an AP. So principal is 25,000, rate is 14%, and we need to check whether it forms an AP series. Okay, so what we need to calculate? We need to find T20, but before that we have to confirm that it is an AP. Okay, let's write the formulas. So formula amount equal to principal plus interest, and interest is PNR by 100. And the condition to show it's an AP is T2 minus T1 equal to T3 minus T2. Okay, and then the formula is to find after 20 years, that is T20 will be equal to A plus 20 minus 1 into D. These are normal formulas. So first we will need to calculate, find T1, T2, T3 to confirm whether it is an AP or not. Okay, and how will we do? You know, amount equal to principal plus interest, and I equal to PNR by 100. So find the interest for 1 year. Once you find the interest for 1 year, calculate, that is T1, that is amount A plus I. Principal plus I will be the amount which is at the end of first year. What will be the amount after 2 years? So that will be P plus 2I. Then after the third year, it will be P plus 3I, because N is PR by 100, right? Only thing is that N is changing. End of 1 year means it will be PR by 100, which is I. And when you put N equals to 2, it will be twice. It will become 2I. When you put 3, it will become 3I. It goes on. Okay, so then you check out whether it forms a series. Once you have done, you know the value of A and you know the value of D. Substitute that in this equation and get the value of T20. Anyway, I think it's better to work this problem than to come back to these steps, because it's a little confusing. We'll see that here. Okay, the principal is given 25,000, rate is 14%. Simple interest is PNR by 100. So the interest for 1 year is 25,000 into 1 into 14 divided by 100. So this 100 will go here 250 times. So 250 into 14, that is 3,500. So amount at the end of first year will be, that is the T1. Okay, that's the first term. Let's assume that to be anyway, we are not assuming anything. The first term in the series, that is T1, is principal plus interest, that is 25,000 plus 3,500, that is 28,500. Now amount at the end of 2 years will be P plus 2I. Correct? It is already P plus I, so P plus I plus one more I, so it will become P plus 2I. Amount at the end of 3 years will be this becomes the amount plus interest, that is P plus 2I plus I, so that will become P plus 3I. Okay, that's how it goes. So T2 is this amount plus interest for that year is 3,500. So 28,000 plus 3,500, 32,000. Amount at the end of third year, sorry, it's not second year, it's third year. Okay, is P plus 3I, that is this amount plus the interest, 3,500. Okay, so that is 35,500. Now these are the three terms. So the series is 28,500, 32,000 and 35,500. This minus this is 3,500. This minus this is 3,500. That's what I have done here. T2 minus T1 is 32,000 minus 28,500. That is 3,500. Similarly, T3 minus T2 is 35,500 minus 32,000. That again is 3,500. As you can see, it comes out constant. Both cases, it is 33,500. So this amounts form an AP series, D equal to 3,500. Thus the amount forms an AP with A equal to, A is the first term. What's the end of the first year is 28,500. Please don't take 25,000 as the A. It is the amount that is at the amount at the beginning of the first year is 25,000. But what you are asking is amount at the end of the first year. Okay, and they are also asked after 20 years. So amount at the end of the first year is 28,500. This is A, and the D is 3,500. So it forms an AP series with A equal to 28,500 and D equal to 3,500. And the series is 28,500 A. Next is add 3,500 to it, it becomes 32,000, and T3 is add 3,500, that is 32,500. It goes on like that. Okay, and we need to find the 20th term. So use the formula Tn equal to A plus n minus 1 D, n equal to 20, A equal to 28,500 and D equal to 3,500. Substituting those values, you get T20 equals 28,500 plus 20 minus 1, that is n minus 1 into 3,500. Okay, this 20 minus 1 is 19. So 28,500 plus 19 into 3,500, that's equal to 95,000. Okay, so the amount of investment after 20 years is 95,000 rupees. You got it? The only trick is that please don't get confused. Don't take A as 25,000. A is just the principal, that's beginning of the first year. So we have to calculate end of the first year as the first term. So amount means principal plus interest. So that comes only at the end of the first year. Okay. So 25,000 plus the interest 3,500, that is 28,500. That is the first term. The next year term will be add 3,500 to it, which is the interest for 1 year. Okay. So I hope the problem is clear. Now if you look back into the solution, the steps, probably it will be little better. So what are we doing? First we are finding the amount. First you calculate interest, then you are calculating amount at the end of the first year, second year, third year. Okay, then you are just making sure it is an AP series by using this condition T2 minus T1 and T3 minus T2, and in all the cases it's a 3,500. So it's an AP series. At this point you already have the A identified and D identified. Then all you need to do is that substitute those values in this equation and calculate T20. Okay, right. I hope everything is clear. Please try to work this problem on your own and check your working against the solution which is given here. If there is some mistake, then please review the solution and try to correct it. Thanks for watching.